My beautiful stars, reading time. Okay, I'm not going to lie, I'm feeling movement for this collective, but I want to start with these first. Maybe it's movement for self. Okay. Main collective. What is going on in your beautiful life currently? These feel very slippery today. Maybe you feel like something's slipping through your fingers. What's that song? Slipping through your fingers. Oh, no. Spirit guides. You're definitely being guided right now. Protection all around you. Alright, ego, pride. I don't want to say detach. I'm going to say surrendering. You beautiful nature queen. King. Surrender, as we said it. Stop it. You are surrendering. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Your first card being spirit guides. I feel this collective, you could be feeling quite centered. Maybe your ego pride's coming up a little bit. And again, you could have someone connected to you that kind of moves through life with this. But I always say, anyone in our life, it's some form of reflection to the soul. So maybe this person, people, have taught you a few lessons about your own ego and pride. I like this topic. Hi, Sam. One more. Goosebumps. Your body could feel electrified. Intense feelings and confirmation from spirit. Maybe you've just been getting really odd body symptoms. You know when you just get the accelerated heart rate or just random things you start feeling things, even getting that, you know, that physically sick, you know, when saliva starts to like accumulate in your mouth and you feel like you're gonna blah. Why am I hearing that specifically? I feel your body is on high alert about something. Again, I was feeling sense of urgency for this collective. Hold on, I just want one more for ego and pride. Just with the surrounding cards here, I more feel this collective. This is reflection on yourself, right? Yes, it could be connected, but the fact you've got spirit guides, being guided, goosebumps, surrendering, detaching. But one more, ego, pride. Fire sign. So you could be a fire sign, this person on your mind. But again, I always say wands in tarot, days. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This says somewhere in your birth chart. Maybe you could have a lot of heavy fire in your birth chart, or this person. But that, breaking free from control, breaking free from feeling puppeted. I'm being called to quickly, I keep looking at this divine timing card. Let's just, this deck, let's just see this quickly. Okay, so these dates, these could be past dates that tie you to this energy or important like milestones for yourself. Current energy, future energy. Aquarius season, January 20th to February 18th. Maybe you went through an unexpected shift around that time period. It's kind of been solidifying. All right, main collective. Patience has been required for you. Small steps, big accomplishments. You could be seeing a lot of turtles. All those baby turtles. You know those videos where all the little baby turtles hatch their egg and they have to make their way to the ocean. Things are unfolding behind the scenes. This is wait. Maybe your spirit guides have really been supporting you with things you've been this just feels like a very grounded collective. Like I'm feeling like a very calm, relaxed, almost exhausted kind of energy. I feel this collective, really do have some form of center over you right now. All right, this toxic pride fire sign. Maybe that's even you starting to simmer your internal flame. It's funny because this says when you're aligning with your purpose, but I literally just said this feels very calm, very relaxed. This collective, if you're breaking through pride, ego, if you're aware of other people's pride and ego, if it's making you just sit in stillness and, you know, just that real patient kind of energy, not being affected by it, you would have some form of alignment, especially with purpose, right? Once you step into alignment, doors will open. I feel this collective, you are coming into alignment. I should get that outspoken oracle deck. I want one more for this, please. 58, it's a good angel number about intuition side. But 5th of the 8th, 8th of the 5th, eclipse season, August. I'm pretty sure our next eclipse season is August. Major life shifts, faded events, and unexpected change. Number 39. One more. Maybe last eclipse season was very powerful for you as well. Oh, they're being fussy. Maybe you're on maybe you need to take a holiday. Or this person connected to you could be on a holiday. The clock is ticking, 64. A deadline approaches to make a decision soon. Like I said, I feel there's something on this collective's coattails. This is confirming this acceleration energy. This says in 2 weeks at the bottom, number 5. Let's see your detachment, surrender energy. Summer, winter, next week. There's something, because this collective, there is something approaching you, but like I'm seeing that expect the unexpected. This collective, you have a real sense of peace and calm within your soul. I don't think you have a sense of urgency for anything, right? I think you're just kind of in the now, right? And again, I'm going to confirm this reading. There's a reason I said right at the start, this could be a sense of urgency reading, more acceleration for something on your path. Remove external energy. There's something coming. The clock is ticking. It's like I'm seeing true cosmic window here, right? But it's because the right collective, you're in that state of center and peace that we're talking about. These are all very current or future energies, but hopefully a past one comes out so it can really align you. What are you surrendering? Oh, there's something here. It's kind of on your time. This decision lies with you. It's when you say yes. So this collective, you've clearly found a lot of strength. I'm seeing that kind of ball in your court right now. The opportunity is already here. 5-5. Maybe it's taken you, I'm more hearing it taken you a long time to say yes, to release and surrender. But you could be a collective, again, kind of energies shifted here. This says next week and this says within this week. I want one more for when you say yes. Right on schedule, cosmic window. If you've been holding yourself back or from any decision and you've been finding center and you've been finding peace and you're questioning anything, there's something here, your intuition again, spirit guides, your body, your body's electrified right now, not just internally, but you're very, very connected to your guides at the moment. I feel this collective, it's that kind of reclaiming your power energy. 7th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 7th. Mercury retrograde. After the next full moon, there's something that your body's going to feel ignited with. Maybe as well, I'm pretty sure the next full moon is the 29th. Is it not? I'm hearing a few things. I definitely think there's something approaching you this week, right? I feel whatever's on its way to you, you're in control of this decision. You have your power with this decision. But I feel this may be something that in the midst of it you do maybe choose stillness, especially with this card here. I feel there's a very important message here about your body, right? And I always tell you guys, our internal emotion, it's our compass in life. And a lot of people don't trust what they feel, especially in the moment of acceleration. A lot of people will move forward with that flame and that fire instead of finding center first. I feel the right collective. You understand this about yourself. You understand if you're nervous, anxious, acceleration, heart palpitation. You understand that means I need to center here. I can't move on impulse. I need to trust my body. These are all kind of more present and future timings. We didn't get any about this Mercury retrograde, though, could be a little bit up and down emotionally for you. One more overall. This says before the end of the year, again a future timing card. I had a collective the other, I think it was last week, and I'm hearing it. There was acceleration and movement coming in your energy, but it was an energy that was going to have to take time to really ground and solidify and feel safe in. And I'm hearing that for a reason. I don't think whatever's coming should be rushed. And we talk about stepping stones, especially if it's a connected energy. If it's taken you a very long time to find this balance and peace within, the last thing you want to do is attach to anything that takes you out of that energy too quickly, right? Or at all. I want one more for this, please. So, and it's funny, I've put that underneath whatever's coming this week, next week. It's not to be rushed. One more. That's closed now. Mercury retrograde, it made sure to come out. And it's funny because that finishes on the 23rd. This is, your body's going to let you know by the 29th. Maybe this is something that you do. Again, I'm looking at this. The ball's kind of in your court for when you want to move forward, right? Which makes me feel this collective, you really do hold strength in this situation. And it's funny, this period, a period of reflection through delays, revisiting the past. This could be something you want to put on pause, on hold for a little bit. Salem's now shaking her bell, going for a walk. Little walkie through the house. Maybe you need to shake it off, walk it off. All right, let's just confirm these. On hold, take pause. All right, spirit guides. Oh, you got two here. Awaken, you see, so many of my collectives. I'm loving it. For you to have reached this state of peace, and anyone that's gone through their first great awakening, you know that state of peace takes a very long time to find. I don't feel this is your true first awakening here. I feel you've gone through a lot of ascension, a lot of rebirth periods. I always say 7 ascensions, crowning, next 7 ascensions. The kind of calm that I'm feeling, you have this shifted your worldview and mindset and transformed on a personal level. I'm seeing that turtle card. This has taken patience. This has taken a long, if not years, not just a long time. Like, to get to this energy I'm feeling, whatever you're going through right now, it's like you're on that ascension stepping stone of true trust and surrender. But right now, this awakening, every ascension, I always say, we're accelerating, we're removing whatever that main thought pattern that's been holding us back, right? This is reminding me of a crowning period, because it's not like you're removing something negative. It's like this ascension is really teaching you this. There's something that there's a balance coming in with this one, right? It is shifting your views, but in a positive way. Your self-expression, the way you're seeing just old things, even worldly views, spiritual views. Like, I just feel things are accelerating and ascending out of your mind in, again, more of that crowning period, receiving knowledge, receiving that true clear cognizance of not a different kind of knowing, but just more information, right? More information you're channeling. Your signs, your it's different. You're seeing things differently. Especially this nature queen in the middle, you could just have a real connection to, I find all spiritual people do, but maybe right now nature's really calling you. And isn't it funny that we're talking about this collective? You've gone through multiple around the merry-go-round. You've gone through enough ascensions to start understanding this ascension's different. Repeating your cycles, repeating karmic lessons, repeating the same stepping stone, but this time it's different. It's not putting you in an overwhelm, it's putting you in like this acceleration and this awareness, right? Right, collective, you'll know what I'm saying. And again, you've been on this spiritual journey for a long time. You'd be very aware of lessons. You've probably been burnt quite a few times with your lessons, especially when it comes to pride and shadow self. All right, let's get one for this. Pride, fire. Oh, temptation. Temptation to act in old self. Temptation to move forward. But why do I feel like you aren't taking a bite of that poison apple? Where in the past it was quite easy for you to do because you weren't trusting in your body. You weren't trusting in your compass. I feel this collective, you're finding your strength through whatever temptation you may be feeling. One more. Yeah, positive. This is manifest, but I think it's the positive mindset. You're trusting in the universal flow. This is making things happen. If you believe, you will. I'm going back to the row underneath surrender, how this decision kind of lies in your, I really feel this collective, you've reclaimed your energy with whatever this situation is. I'm hearing it. It's like it's not you that's waiting, right? Detach. Being called to get that ethereal insights quickly. Higher vibration, because you're centering. This is your middle row. This is really good. I'm not going to lie, this deck has got self-reflection. This deck has got some heavy cards, and like this is some really nice stuff here. Anything that's mismatched to you or a different vibration you're choosing to remove yourself from. My yesterday's collective was the same kind of energy. I want one more for this. Earth, you're grounding. Earth and fire. Oh, stop it. You're so aware. You know. You're trusting in your body. You're trusting in your energy. You could have just had a flock of birds fly over you, or you could have a morning flock of birds. It's actually beautiful. There's this bat, not an enclosure, it's not like a man-made one, but down the end of my where I live, and the place is called the Blue Lagoon. Literally as you go through there, there's like this I don't want to say an open field because there's trees everywhere, but it's kind of open in the middle, and thousands of bats are there. And overnight, that's what I'm seeing, all the bats in the sky. You could live near something like that yourself, or bats could be very symbolic for you. There's a reason I saw that. But you're awakening to something here. You're coming out of the darkness with something. This is really good. You're prioritizing energy and self. I really like this. It's a very beautiful card. You could be wearing purple or that lilac. It's really sticking out to me. Okay, so this surrender coming online. What is going on? Tunnel vision for self. Look at this. It's meant to, if it's meant to be, it'll be surrender, truly coming online, truly understanding what the journey of self-discovery and healing really is. We have another very self-focused collective. Your spiritual gifts are developing, deeper understanding of your journey. You're getting it. Hey, Salem. And isn't it beautiful? It's got all the chakras at the back. You're balancing your energy points, truly balancing. Although we have a lot more than 7, let's be real. But anyway, I want one more for this. How have you not, I think temptation and ego, but that's in a row that, okay. I think for a long time as well, this temptation, pride, ego, this is what you were tunnel visioning on. You were trying to maybe manifest. I've got like, this is screaming love to me. It's screaming love. And let's be real, majority of my collectives, you are in some form of soul connection. If not, believe you're in a divine counterpart connection, right? But for so long, you guys, unfortunately, until you hit this kind of energy on, like, this is true center, this is true release, this is true stillness, this is smelling divine feminine, right? Even with a balance of your true divine masculine, where a lot of you guys will watch readings, but you're watching readings that, and I'm saying this in a loving way, but really reflect on the readings you're drawn to. Are you drawn to the readings where the reader is telling you that they're in pain, they're going through towers, they're going through karma, they're going through their dark night of the soul? It's like that is coming truly distorted feminine energy. You've put yourself in an ivory tower. You believe that this person is staying away because of things that they've done wrong. They don't want to take accountability. They're 7 of Swords. They're secrets. You're putting yourself, without you even knowing, in that victimhood, right? You're unfortunately failing to remember that you endured through toxic behavior for such a long time that that you've now started to build this resentment because you were so codependent to the outcome that no matter what, unfortunately, toxic behavior you were being shown, your codependence to companionship made you ignore the red flags, didn't make you trust your body, your intuition, right? Let it be, no matter how dry they would come in, you would overcompensate, over-explain yourself, trying to get them to understand. Unfortunately, unhealed feminine, without you even knowing, and I know you guys don't do it from a manipulative place at the forefront of your mind, but it is trying to manipulate guilt, because yes, you're trying to be heard, I get it, but the thing is, you keep excusing someone's behavior who hurts you, right? So if you just make the choice, empowered empath, to walk away as soon as you see that toxic behavior, centered true divine feminine energy, it wouldn't get to that point. And I find a lot of you guys, unfortunately, you put yourself in this category of I'm still, but you're still craving the readings that make you, you want to know what's going on, you want to know what's coming, you want to know, and again, I'm saying this because I actually want people to get out of this distorted energy. If you are constantly watching readings and you have somebody that is not showing you the effort that is required, if you are having to turn to tarot to find answers of someone's emotion because they don't have free expression, spontaneous expression with you, and are putting their cards on the table, but you are still craving them, you are not in divine feminine energy. And this is what we talk about, the blocks and the fear-based thinking, right? Even distorted masculine, how that can then lead to aggressive outbursts. It can lead to very competitive, envious energy. You start thinking, are they with someone else? Are they this? You're looking at their profiles. You're checking who they're following. This is anybody that is solely watching tarot just to know about someone, or have they gotten someone pregnant? Are they having karma? Are they having towers? You may not be as healed as you think, okay? Sorry, I'm being called to say that. It's important, because this collective, this is where you would be blinded in the past. This is what you would do. You've gone through a major transition. You understand surrender. You're coming online. You're aware of what energy makes you feel high and what makes you feel low. There's an awareness. You aren't enduring through the bad behavior. There's still parts of you that can get a little bit tempted because you're truly coming into balance. It's not just going to change. You're removing a shadow, distorted feminine, distorted masculine, that has been bound to you for decades. We all embody masculine, feminine energy. I always tell you guys, do not put yourself in the category of masculine, feminine. Listen to the words that are coming out of readers' mouths. A lot of you guys, if we say masculine energy, you straight away think it's connected. If you're the one that's watching, 9 times out of 10, you are in distorted masculine energy. You need the message of the masculine information that's coming out. But you hear masculine, that's them, and it takes away the lesson from you. And if you believe you're truly divine, you're mirrors, so you're mirroring it in your own right. Projection, right? This collective, I feel this, because there's a reason this just came out. This was your main focus for so long. We've got one row here of external energy, which as I was first reading it, I was also feeling this collective, you're also reflecting on your own pride and what made you fall into distorted feminine, masculine energy for so long. You're awakening true insight online with surrender. You are aware. You aren't in blame. You're taking accountability. This wouldn't trigger you whatsoever, what I'm saying. The right collective, you'd be like, oh shit. Especially because there's still a little bit of temptation. You could still be getting a little bit tempted by those readings, right? But I feel this collective, maybe you start to lose interest. Maybe you watch them for a second and then you just push them away, right? Or you don't watch them and then maybe every few You can only watch a little bit, you get bored of it, right? Because you're not in that distorted energy anymore. You're not going outside of yourself. You're going within. You're trusting. What's meant to be will always be. I always tell you guys, you know when you're truly healing because you're not going outside of yourself. Tarot, whatever it may be, subliminals, manifest, you're within. You're completely within. That's where this collective is truly getting to. A little bit of temptation to go back into pride and shadow self and check, but this is very good. You know the power of the mind, and that is why you're trying to stay centered. I like it. Look at that. I love it. Remember the deviation, itchy nose. The witch's twitch I just heard. Do you remember, what was it called? Bewitched? Do you remember that show growing up and she would twinkle her nose? Do you remember that show? But you would be bewitching people right now. It's that starfish. I put a spell on you. But remember what we were saying about this. Finding center in emotion. You're trusting your body's emotion. And you would have had to go through a very difficult period for years, probably from childhood, to start understanding the importance of acceleration within, right? But when it rains, it pours. You've gone through a lot of difficult times and you've gone through a lot of different experiences in life. For you to be coming into this kind of awareness, you are truly reminding me of a centered divine feminine. I say anybody that's on the divine path, you've had a life full of trauma. You've had a life where, and I always say empathy, it's a trauma response. We learn empathy because from such a young age we're having to read a room to make us feel safe. Those little kids that always have to hide in their room, very antisocial. They feel the energy around them, right? Very sensitive, get really sad. You as a parent, you could have the biggest smile on your face trying to act like everything's okay, but your kid won't leave you alone. They just want to hug you and this and that, right? Kids read energy. I always say this journey of the divine or true soul discovery, and the reason I compare it to divines, because again, you're lighthouses. But you need to learn to transform empathy into healing. So how that works is empathy, you feel experiences through life's trauma, emotion. But on this journey, you learn to be a transmuter. You learn to be an alchemist. That is why when you're around people and you're not practicing your craft daily, let's say, example, you're going for a walk, listening to your music. Then you walk into a coffee shop, you take your earbuds out, and you've been feeling great. And all of a sudden, you start overthinking. You start overthinking about a heartbreak or, a passing that you had gone through at a younger age. Or maybe you start getting nervous and you start thinking about certain family friction, whatever it is, something that you've gone through in life that was a difficult time. It just pops up. But your brain, because the brain's a funny thing, it's making you relive that memory as if it's your own. You're thinking you're overthinking. Why did this just come over me? Why am I this? Why am I that? You have just walked into a room where someone in that room, exactly what you're thinking of is applying to their life and what they're going through currently. But when you aren't practicing your craft, when you aren't understanding your magical vessel within, because practicing craft, musical instrument, you get better every time, right? Practice makes perfect. Until you guys can walk into that room and understand what is your energy and what is someone else's energy, you are trapped in the empathy, empath basket, right? If you are an empath, you were born to read emotion for a reason. You just need to develop your sight, your internal gifts, and find balance. So the reason you guys go through this is so you can transmute, so you can feel it as if it's your own. But because you guys are special, because you have a channel, because you're divine birds, because you have all four of your clairs, what do we do as true healers, readers? We feel it. But we feel it because we've gone through it. We know the pain. and transmute it by feeling it, alchemizing it, and relay a healing message of guidance. How can you advise the path you have not walked? And this is why, true divine channels, messengers, you've had a life of this. Blood of fire and steel. The trauma you guys have gone through was all for a reason. It was to shape your lighthouse. So you weren't just an empath. You learned to become a transmuter, an alchemizer, so you could become a healer. And that is why I say, people don't understand how difficult our job is. We have to live in what you're feeling. That is why you see emotion come out of us. We're feeling your pain. And we resonate with your pain because we've been through your pain, right? You are clearly someone very special, because I wouldn't be talking like this. You would be a practitioner. Powerful. Okay. Don't ever. It's that ocean card yesterday. Don't ever push a storm away, because that's where you get your magic. Your storm, you'll pour down those lightning bolts. It makes you special, because you heal people through the pain that you've experienced. You make people feel accepted. You make people feel understood. I always say energy is very funny, high vibration. You really know who you align with, because you can just stop. Let's just use social media as an example. Some people, and I tell you guys this with the divine journey, until you activate to this journey, awaken to this journey, people push this information away. They're not on the frequency of awareness, knowledge, right? They're not on the frequency of learning these things. So it's just gibberish to other people, right? People that are activated, however, signs, synchronicities, divine knowledge, starseed knowledge, whatever it is, you're enthralled because you're on that frequency. Anyone that you align to energetically, your soul knows, this is information I need. This is what I need to start developing and seeing, right? Anything that you're not, don't ever try and force something. Like we said before, if you're getting distracted and you're pushing it away, your soul's not ready to hear it, or it's not going to align with you. So don't force it, right? How I'm talking to you. A lot of people be like, what the is she talking about? That doesn't make sense. The right collective, you'd be like, oh my God, yeah, right? Your soul knows exactly where it needs to be. Your soul will feel safe where it needs to be. Triggering or not, your soul won't want to leave, right? Or if you do decide to leave, you'll come back if your soul really needs it. All right, I just want one more for this. Could have some bills coming up, I'm hearing. Or you just paid a bill. Oh my God, stop it. As we're talking, your third eye chakra, you're evolving. You're evolving your the eye that matters, not these eyeballs that 85% of the population are stuck in. This eyeball, right? With, you are ready. Powerful. I'm tapping into another very powerful collective. You are ready. You're believing in your sight. You're believing in your divine flow. You're a gift. Don't ever run away or be scared of this. That's where you create your alchemy. It's where you create your power. I always say to reaffirm mind, and anyone that knows me personally, I'm going to use this as an example. Whenever I'm feeling uncomfortable, even when I'm doing water fast in the first few days, I'm starting to get hungry, right? I always turn around and I'm like, I love it. Give me more. I view emotion differently, right? Don't get me wrong. There's sometimes I'm like, oh, but when I'm really like, oh, it's just straight away, or within the minutes or the hours, I'm like, what do I need to learn from this? I get my pen and paper and I try and find the lesson, right? It's how you deal with the storm. It's how you feel it, right? It's how you learn from it. And this collective, you know it. You know it. And it's funny because out of all the cards, the purple was sticking out. Be very drawn to purple right now. I always say colors are one of the biggest energies in the world. What we put on, it generates an energy. If you have been drawn to a lot of purple, or you're buying a lot of purple things, or even picking lavender, whatever the case, intuitively, you know your eye is opening more. You are ready. And remember how I started this? Sense of urgency. Now that I'm seeing this, I think you have a couple things. It's not just sense of urgency with this, but for self. You're going through acceleration period. Very good. Look at her putting mascara on her third eye, making it look pretty. Trust your intuition. That's another thing. Distorted feminine doesn't trust their intuition. They fight with their intuition. Again, why they have to check tarot and think you've constantly turning to their cards and getting the answers. That's distorted feminine. Divine feminine, centered feminine, feels and releases. Understand, intuition doesn't fight with the mind. When the divine feminine's mind is on acceleration, she knows I'm not seeing something right. It's very important you actually know what energy you're sitting in, especially if you're wanting to watch tarot. Because otherwise, again, always watching tarot going outside of yourself. So of course, when you're watching readings, you're always going to think it's connected to someone outside of yourself. But even when we do readings about connected energy, is it actually energy and lessons you need to learn? But because you're categorizing it outside of yourself, right? That's them, that's them, that's them. Anybody that's in your life who aligns, who doesn't, lessons to be learned, soul to evolve. You would embody the same in some form of way. Just saying. Sorry, I know this collective, you're out of that, but I do think there's still a little bit of temptation. I feel you're just starting to really, really find your strength and your center. That message did come out for a reason for this collective. Okay. I'm being called to get you guys one of these. This is reminding me of my yesterday collective, but I also want ethereal insights quickly. I might do ethereal insights first. All right. You, message from your higher self that is within you. You are already connected. It's not outside of you. Once you understand she, he resides within you. Power. Fame. Wouldn't surprise me if you're a true feminine. You're a lighthouse for a reason. You're meant to be center stage to trigger this world. Entrepreneur. Don't make her feel. What is that? You are enough. You're realizing it because you're standing in your feminine power. True feminine. You don't chase after shit. You know what you're worth, right? You are enough. Don't ever forget it. You are perfect. Be proud of who you are. And boy, oh boy, this collective you would be. You're starting to realize. And I say this for my divines. Until you see your cup. True divines, what are you here to do? What's first? And this is why I encourage you guys to start with mission first, because it heals you along the way. Every time you put sparkle into someone, it puts sparkle into you. Practicing your craft every day, your channel strengthens, claircognizance, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, right? So every time you channel a powerful, I said this yesterday, we learn as well from collective's energies. Some of your powerful channels, they imprint on us, and this is why as well path is so important. The people you're around, the empathy, just how you feel everything, it's for a reason, even in a good way. The reason I encourage choosing path first, because it heals you. It helps with the healing process. And again, you start to realize my sparkle genuinely comes from making other people sparkle. Once that penny drops, it's so much easier for release and detachment, because you start to get what the journey's really about. Not just that, by connecting to mission, you connect to soul tribe, true energetic alignment, which teaches you the importance of value and being seen, right? Which again starts to help push forward the healing journey. Mission, internal healing, shadow work, center. It makes healing easier, right? Until you go through to find your center, see your true reflection, your value, your worth, your self-respect, you unfortunately are not going to call in whoever it may be until you learn to fill up your cup. Without going through these steps, why would your higher self, because it all resides within, why would you want creator? Remember we talk about devotion, devote to self. Why would they want you to be with a toxic, triggering whatever when you were going through this, right? You guys, I always say no one's the exception. You activate on this journey. This is why as well a lot of you guys will go through celibacy, years of singlehood, because you're meant to. You're meant to trust and surrender what will be will be. Why divines, mission, blueprint, right? Help the world. Why would they enter people to throw you off your path and you get distracted by toxicity again? When you're here to be a lighthouse and help people. They're not doing it to punish you. They're doing it because you're so much more than just physical companionship and being in love with somebody. And this is why this journey takes so long, because it's very hard. Life of shadow you're breaking free from, distorted feminine, distorted masculine, to truly understand this, that you are enough. You've always been enough. You've been enough since birth. But you were never made to feel like that. This journey is to reparent yourself and get to the point you understand it. And that is why birthright, mission, dharma is such a big puzzle piece for your true divine journey. Anybody, I'm going to say it again, this collective, you know this, you're doing it. Don't make it fit. Anybody that thinks they're on this journey and has no pull or any form of wanting to do this, you are in distorted feminine masculine energy trying to put a band-aid over a wound because you can't get over someone. It doesn't make sense because of all the distorted masculine feminine energy that keeps you bound to rejection and abandonment, right? They're my twin flame. I can't get over them. They have to be my twin flame. No. True heartbreak, 4 to 7 years for the human brain to get over. But people don't understand that. Maybe this is the first severe heartbreak you've had, but 4 to 7 years. Not learning this, not learning that first part of the reading, not understanding this, love you, and I'm saying this truly from a place of love. so it can release you from your cage. Instead of watching readings, watch healing, because this person or the next, without healing the things that make you draw in these toxic people that create heartbreak, it'll be a cycle for you your whole life. Maybe the next one you might find someone that you can be with for, 5-10 years, but it's still going to end the same. It's not going to be the power of love. It's not going to be that real love, that true soulmate, soul connection that everyone deserves to find. It's to release you from the loop. Focus on healing before focusing on what you can receive externally. We are all bound to karmic cycles. As quick as things come in, they will come out, until you learn this energy about yourself and why you're drawn to the things you're drawn to, until you learn to really want to change within. So you start aligning frequency, what matches, what doesn't, to the right people. And this collective, you know it. And this collective, a big part of starting to really understand your cup, your reflection, your own mirror, is what you've created for yourself. Be proud. You're working for yourself, developing new ideas. Maybe you're creating another side hustle, right? This is nice. Courage. You're learning the strength card. Courage for self. And this is standing your ground at the bottom. Brave. Finding your true voice. Strong, brave, emotional strength. Oh my God, look at that. I just realized it's Superman, but with his like little inner child shadow, right? Superhuman, that Chris Brown song, I'm hearing it. Superhuman. Is that one? Sorry, I can't sing, but I'm hearing it. Is it called Superhuman or Superman or something? Why am I hearing it? Chris Brown and Kerry something. Listen to it, because it came into my mind. Like, listen to the words. Wow, I can feel it. It's a sense of urgency. In the next few weeks, you've got big changes, especially at the start, probably the end of this week, right? This month, within the next few weeks, in this Mercury retrograde period, till this full moon, the 29th, which I'm sure is in Aquarius. The first card in that divine timing, Aquarius at the bottom. Some big things. This is all developing in you for a reason. I always tell you guys, when you're going through any pivotal change internally with mind frame ascension, it's preparing you for something, right? You may think your life is still, you may think you're on the hamster wheel, you may think, oh, there's nothing exciting around the corner, because this collective, you're in stillness, right? Which just makes me think life is just feeling how it always feels, right? But it's just a center, right? It's always for something. It's always preparing you for something. So just be very aware, which you would be, of the lessons you're getting with strangers, friendships, work colleagues, family members. See what they're testing you with, because it's normally repeated things. Let it be temperament, temptation to the old. Let it be patience, whatever it is. See what your repeated lessons are from the people around you right now that may be something you don't normally notice. See the repetitive. You know what this is? We talk about the cake period. Cake, rebirth, ascension, come out, rest period, where the test comes, the lessons, right? Have they learnt this in this ascension? Your ascension period is clearly surrender, release, and center. So anything that you would have acceleration, overwhelm, be tempted by, this collective, I feel like you're passing with flying colors. It wouldn't even feel like a test for you, right? So what's it preparing you for? Icings, toppings. When unfortunately we ascend, but we get stuck on that stepping stone, and then the lessons that are coming in of impatience, not surrendering. And then we go outside of ourselves. Let's use tarot as an example. Still checking on everything, not going within yourself. What happens in that rest period? Unfortunately, we didn't pass the ascension. You know how I always say, if the same ascension stepping stone keeps coming up, you're not passing the lesson of it in rest period. So then next rebirth, we go through the same acceleration of the emotion, come out for rest period. We don't learn, we're overwhelmed, we're not trusting in divine time, and been burn again, go back in, bake again, bake again. Eventually, you all phoenix from the stepping stone. But I always say, through these lessons, nothing's ever failed. But if we're not learning them, cycles of life, self-awareness, pride, ego, it prolongs our destination. It prolongs our timeline, right? This is why whenever you're going through any ascension period, again, notepad and pen, best friend, write down what's triggering you, write down what's overwhelming you, write down the fearful stories. We talk about this all the time. Go outside. Find the lessons in the overthinking. Where is it stemming from? Fear of success, abandonment, codependent, whatever it is. Find the lesson in it. So then when the lessons start to come, you're like, yep, that's what I'm ascending from. That's what, just right, collective, you'll know what I'm saying. This collective, what's coming, feels like a little bit of topping. Feels like a little bit of icing. Because you're truly ascending, you're surrendering, which was probably one of your hardest lessons to learn on this journey. So within the next week, and remember you got till the end of the year, right? So whatever's coming in this next week, it is building up. It is creating things to last till the end of the month. If one of your biggest lessons in life is to small steps, big accomplishments, small, reliable, consistent steps, not rushing, not 0 to 100, not moving through life with intensity, not rushing things, what are you going to be tested with? Even if that topping seems to be arriving, it's hard to break cycles. It's hard to remove shadow. Just advice here, because I'm going back to, and I will confirm this reading, this may be starting to trickle in, but don't rush the process, right? All right, you are enough. Oh, really, 100%. So this, especially because I saw them together, oh, it's creating a soft life for you. I had yesterday as well. You guys seem very similar, collective. They're saying just remember to slow down and take it easy. Reduce stress. You are enough. Have confidence in your, not just yourself, but your path, right? But this is what you're learning as well with your frequency. You don't want external stress. You're knowing what makes you feel good and what doesn't, right? You're very aware of it. Oh, I think that's this. If you've been going through difficulty or stress about it, you're coming into a turning point, but I just think this collective, you could be very hard on yourself. Although unpaid debts did want to fly out of that first part. One more for that. Yin and yang, you're finding balance. Okay, within the next day, this could be something that's coming in an acceleration, a turning point. I'm not going to lie, I said that W Wednesday could be a big day, maybe next week. Even, I think for other countries, that's tomorrow. One more for that. Stability. I'm feeling something very positive, but I'm going to be honest, I feel this collective, you could be a little bit of a stress head. If fearful stories and scarcity mindset, distorted masculine, even distorted feminine, is something you've been healing, of course you would fear the worst with not just, it's anything external, right? But I think you're learning to surrender. What is meant to be will always be. Please watch from the beginning. But beautiful stability, security, unwavering, longevity. Maybe that's another thing in your cycles. You were, oops, sorry, I thought that stopped. You were actually somebody that you had to learn through cycles. And I find a lot of people that aren't in their dharma, their birthright, you guys switch and change jobs every couple years, right? So maybe that's created fear as well. Like this may be the longest kind of stuck to your path, because again, birthright, as soon as you connect to Dharma birthright, it's permanence for you, right? But maybe that's why there's a bit of a, unfortunately, subconscious fear build up, because part of your cycles and patterns, you got so accustomed to switching and changing pinnacle paths so often. There's a reason I'm hearing it. Look at that. Your lessons, as we're talking about it. You're learning your lessons, graduating. We could have some people here that are graduating, but I think more just the lessons, right? With how centered you are, you seem to be, not going to lie, a bit of an older collective, although you could just have a very old soul too. I do feel the right collective though. You've been on this journey for years. Ooh. I am going to read this, but I just want to get what's around it first, because this is a very external coming through, which we know, but I just want to see this first. Oh, okay. Alignment, and we said that at the start. Perfect card to finish. By the end of the year, true alignment. You're coming into it, right? More than ever, but I do see that temptation still a little bit. Okay, first I want to talk about self here. Self. Within the next few weeks, we know, especially this week, you're going to start feeling a shift. Instead of pushing boulders up the hill, right, you're going to start rolling down. Things are going to start to become easier. But there is still, within this week, especially with what's coming next externally, there is lessons here still. It's not till the end of the year, this collective, you find your true alignment. So that means from now till the end of the year, I would really suggest anybody that takes you out of your authenticity, anybody you feel you can't get deep and be your authentic self with, lack of understanding, anybody that takes away your emotional strength, anybody you feel has some form of deceptive energy that's going to take your sparkle away, my advice, do not align. Do not align to anybody in your life, family, friends, work colleagues, whatever it is that is going to jeopardize you coming into this. My advice, whatever shifts are starting, embrace them. Move slow. You, middle row. Again, how we started this reading. You have something coming externally, but everything in my fiber for this collective, I keep wanting to just talk about internal self-focus. So everything happens for a reason. This collective, it's not about going outside of yourself. Anything that is coming from now till the end of the year, it all calls for internal reflection before any important decisions. And anyone that watches me all the time, sometimes I say those true internal decisions can take months to really see clearly, right? This collective, you would understand it. Sitting on something for a day or 2 days or a week, you would understand it. It's not about time. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. I don't want to deal with it. You have, from now until the end of the year, a lot of tests with trusting your internal compass, your internal emotion, the goosebumps energy. What makes you feel good and what makes you feel drained? What makes you stressed? What makes you feel aligned? Deep conversation or not, it's not about what words are coming. How does it make you feel? How does this person make you feel? Can you be your authentic self? Do you have to turn to your notes app to reply to a message? Do you have to dim your sparkle? The last 2 weeks here, authenticity has been such a theme, right? So this cycle, because I've been saying, I've got collectives here, cycles are breaking. I've got at least 3 to 4 collectives, and I always say collectives work in colors. You work in colors, just how twins work in waves. This is why I say discernment. You can watch a collective reading, right? And you see it in the comments, yeah. But it's those little details You may be in the same color collective, but just because you're in the same color, the deviations are so important. So when my mind drifts, the little details, just because you're in the same color, those details actually align the right collective. This is why I always say discernment, right? And I have a color of my collectives. You are breaking a cycle that has kept you bound to not being your authentic, beautiful self, right? For the fear of others and validation, a validation wounding. You guys are breaking free from it. This collective, what is coming next? Anything that makes you want to dim this or not allow for spontaneous expression, not allowing you to be your true self. Pause. Deep conversation or not? And what's deep? What do you resonate with deep? Is it flattery? Is it validation wound? Oh, you're the love of my life. I can't believe I did that. Is that deep for you? Personally, I don't see that as deep. I just think that is words, right? If you've gone through a lot, watch from the beginning. A deep conversation is accountability. A deep conversation is actually remembering details of behavior that should not have been done, right? A deep conversation is about talking about vulnerability and triggers and seeing self-evolution, especially if you've been with someone fighting fire and fire, toxicity, arguments, right? Pride, ego. Before moving forward with anyone like that, you want to see evolution of change, and you want to see that this person is aware of their behavior as much as you're aware of your behavior. You can't be in a connection with one person changing and the other one just, it'll forever be triggering. And this is maybe why this may take some time. It takes a while to see consistent action. It takes a while to even think about rebuilding with someone that has broken trust and broken foundation. I read so many collectives, again, distorted feminine, masculine, 10 of swords, complete betrayal, complete destruction. You think a message comes, reconciliation's coming, instead of thinking, I don't even know if I can talk to this person. I don't even know if we can effectively communicate. Like, do you know this is wounded energy to still energy? This says below the surface, right? But there's a reason I'm telling you what's below the surface mean to you. And I'm sorry, can you forgive me, is not a deep conversation. I just need to make that clear, right? But again, actually, no, I'm not going to say that because the right collective, you would understand this. But I will say this point, it could start shifting things if handled in the right way. All right, let's get you a priestess card. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, people asked yesterday what this deck is called. It's literally called the Priestess Oracle. That's what it's called. The Priestess Oracle on Etsy. Main collective. Main collective. Oh. Too many. Oh, if I look at them yesterday, I looked at them and I just started. Oh my God! No, that card's never come out. Sorry, it's starting again. You got the High Priestess card. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Divine knowing, ancient one, goddess embodied. Can I tell you something? We always talk about true divine feminine energy, high priestess energy. It's not emperor. It's divine. True channel. You're a bridge between two worlds. The High Priestess, you have had to fight your Dark Priestess, your divine, your Dark Feminine, to find the center of this your whole life. To get to the embodiment of her, she is completely in awareness of what will be is meant to be. She does not go outside of herself. I don't like that tarot can really depict her as, she does not manipulate anybody's energy. She is within. She is a thread to our create all resides channel between two worlds, because she understands the power of sovereignty and it is all within her. That is why she knows. That is why she's in trust. That is why she is calm. That is why she is all-knowing. She is in a complete state of surrender. She understands the power of universal flow. She understands it all. I can't believe you've got that. She doesn't go outside of herself. It's all within. It's all within. She is the embodiment of true divine feminine energy. She is magic. I'm getting that card for you. What were these other two here? The Temple of Isis, Mother Isis, and your High Council of Light, your community. You are completely being guided right now. You are standing in Isis's temple. You would embody her. We are one. The remembrance of who you are, true divine feminine power, the temple consciousness. You are in complete divine knowledge. You are receiving messages from the Council of Light. Look at your first part. I'm not going to read these two, but you can see I'm definitely reading you this. What you are feeling, what you are knowing, you are breaking free from that little part of temptation. Every time you are coming out of this power of true divine flow, stop, recenter, nature queen. You would be in the most transformative period of your journey. For this to even, this card's never come out. It's never come out. I could feel it as soon as I started channeling this collective. The calmness that was over me, it was to a point I was like, oh, like, it was true stillness. I even said this maybe borderline unmotivated. No, you're still. You're learning the power of stillness. You're not fearful of your stillness. You would know there's powerful things coming for you. Accept it. And who cares when it's coming? The Ascended Masters, divine leadership, collaborative purpose. There is something about your actual mission. I'm seeing mission all over this card. I'm seeing community. And remember that deviation. You receive divine knowledge through your community, through your channel. Whenever we pick up collective, we embody you. You would understand the importance of your community. And this is why you would love them so dearly, my stars, my angels. You are shining. And the knowledge you're receiving. Isis's chamber. You're remembering who you truly are. You're enough. The power of you. You're in remembrance. I'm going to read this to you. Number 70, 7 and 12, which comes to 10. 7th to the 12th of July could be an important date coming up. Not that the dates matter. Okay, deep within, A sacred temple of time. Your sacred temple of time was in Isis's chamber and you didn't even know it. A lineage has always existed. Your ancestors, your bloodline. I always tell you guys, this journey ain't just, we're in a multiverse. The timelines that your ancestors are full force. They're full force. You feel them so powerfully because their energy is in you. They run through your veins. You are not just the cycle breaker of this life, multiverse. You're breaking shackles. Remember the power of your ancestral bloodline. Printed from birth. Divine blood, every life. But it just took you quite a few lifetimes to remember it. Your spiritual amnesia. Those who walk between worlds, you, true channel. You see it all. Who channel divine wisdom on the daily. That's why community is so important. Practice makes perfect. Who weave new consciousness into being and who embody the goddess herself. Beloved, you are of this lineage. You always have been. Remembrance. The power of you. Your high priestess self steps forward now to remind you of your sacred role here to trigger the world. Sacred role as a keeper of mysteries, a divine channel, and a bridge for the highest frequencies of this true new earth. I know that sounds very new age, but this is what's happening in our world. You can see it. You can see the divide starting to happen. Remember what you're truly here for. I said it yesterday. Without triggering the people that walk amongst us, we ain't doing our job properly. Your intuition is a sovereign force and an ancient technology of direct knowing and prophecy. When visions flow through you, all four clairs, claircognizance, channel, clairaudience, clairsentience, and, or I should say feeling, and clairvoyance, your eye. When visions flow through you, when higher wisdom stirs within your heart, when your very presence emanates healing frequencies, this is your priestess power awakening. Your last two cards in your first part. Yet the world may have taught you to doubt. First card in ethereal insights. You are enough. You to doubt, to seek validation outside of yourself. Stop it. Not this collective. No more. You're going within. Your high priestess reminds you your knowing does not need to prove your external confirmation, external attachment, what's coming externally. It's all within you. You're calm. You don't manipulate energy. You don't care about external. You're in center and grace. This is the true embodiment of high priestess. She's not some witch doing subliminals and doing energy work and love spells and freezer magic. No, she gets it, right? Sorry, I don't know why I just did that. Everything happens for a reason. You are being called into the sanctuary of your inner temple, your own mystery school. Where the veils between dimensions are thin. And that's why you see. Veil isn't impenetrable anymore. Your veil, my charm with the chains, it's all coming off. Between dimensions are thin. Sit within this sacred space in silence. Spend hours in the vastness of your soul as nature. You get lost in it, as this is where your gifts are awakening with greater strength, clarity, and power. It is already happening. All is awakening. Prophetic insight, healing magic, and divine wisdom stream through you as living codes. New earth, just like codes, frequencies ready to be anchored into the world through authentic speech and expression, not following the crowd. Trust the visions you were shown. Even through your dream state, I just heard, trust the visions you were shown and the magic you were feeling or being called to receive, for now they carry the truth of your true purpose. Honor the transmission, your true purpose, whatever light codes, whatever information, whatever you're receiving, especially through the mania, you know, because you're going through another awakening. Whenever that happens, even if you've been through a few, the signs, it's all like it's starting again. But this collective, you're seeing it differently, right? But what downloads are you receiving? What are you being suggested to do? Do it. Don't push it away. The universe gives you inspired action, but it's up to you if you listen to it and you keep going. And even breaking certain patterns and habits, and even myself, like I'm so, I love, but I just don't I want to talk more about self-collectives. Today and yesterday has really done something to my mind, right? And I just feel, I always say I'm here to heal, and constantly reading people in distorted feminine, masculine energy, it's not healthy for you, because you're not even seeing the reading right. You're not seeing the reading right, especially if you're just fast forwarding to their part. Do you know how many messages I get that ask me, oh, can you put the timestamp down to their part? I'll block you straight away. Like, why would you ask that? Why would you just want to know what someone else is thinking, especially if you don't even know if it's your collective? Like, the first part, it's not just about healing messages, it's about you and what you're going through. And I always say, if the whole reading doesn't fit, don't watch it. How do you know it's even connected to you if it's not, your part's not aligning to you? What, you just want to hear things that validate your obsessive thought pattern, right? Like, let's be real. Sorry, I'm being called to say it. Honor the transmission that comes through you. For you is sacred. Your body is a vessel of transformation. Your heart is a portal of divine love, and your consciousness a bridge between realms. The time of the priestess has returned, and you are here to embody her power, grace, and wisdom. Activation of the card, High Priestess within, sacred channel of divine wisdom. Thank you for awakening my ancient power now. I trust my knowing. I open my inner eye, embodying the grace and mystery of the goddess in all I do. And so it is. Very beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to get 3 of these. I'm going to get our little Intuit Oracle for what they're entering this week and the end of this week till the end of this year. Oh, this came out yesterday. Oh no. This is where your temptation comes in. But I want to say this, head versus heart, especially with what I just said before about myself and my readings. It's very easy when we've created a habit to create change. We go back and forth in the mind. We talk about this all the time. You are finding your true center, but you are breaking a habit of romanticizing potential, sitting in unspoken tension and words. And this is so 3D rubbish, right? This collective, you'll understand. You're not in your phase of heartbreak and you're releasing. You'll get it, right? For people that are in their just craving obsessive phase, which we all go through different phases of heartbreak, but this collective, this is different collective, right? I know we all have to experience these phases, but this collective, this is not really you. It's the habit that you're breaking, in and out, in and out, in and out. So I can't advise enough. I said it before, go within. I'll tell you right now, it's on its way, but you can see it. And this collective, you'll see it in the moment. It's not time. It's going to take time. What's the point of stressing about it? What will be will always be. Logic versus emotion, overthinking, conflicted feelings, but choosing clarity. Instant attraction, but temporary connection, short but unforgettable. Like... This collective, you'll know what I'm saying. Don't let this take you out of your center. Distance growing. You can feel drifting apart energy. Miscommunication. And if there has been a lot of miscommunication, and unfortunately that's your pattern, maybe this time of year, retrograde isn't the best time to be dealing with it. Maybe that's another reason. Full moon, next full, you just breathe, don't get lost in the thought. Let's get one more. Mirror. What did we say at the start? Just keep focusing on your mirror. Keep focusing on your greatness, and the right thing will align. And the universe has shown you that your whole life. What aligns to your energy when you're in toxic cycles, wounded, distorted energy, that's what you call in. The more you evolve, things start to... The universe shows you will always call in the person that you are. So trust in the person that you are and that you are becoming. Because that means who comes next will be a true mirror to your soul, not a broken mirror. You don't need to be head versus heart. Whenever that happens, trust in your transformation. You won't align to the old toxic mess anymore. You don't need to worry about it. One more. Soul level lessons triggering growth. No, don't. This is where your 3D mind comes over still, because there's clearly unfinished business. You just need to trust in who you are. That's all you need to do. Keep going within. That's all you need to do. Trust that you will always make the right decision, and trust that the right energy will align to you when it's time. Okay. Inner peace error. Truth. Okay, I'm being called to cleanse out. I want to get into an oracle, what they're bringing in for you. I've got to light a new candle. Anyway, let me cleanse this. Okay, we're actually, as I was cleansing, I'm being called to get this. If you are truly activating this high priestess energy, I just want to see your cards. All right. Main collective, their cosmic window, your cosmic window, oh, the sacred balance taking place, and you feel it through your soul. Okay. Confidence. I'm reading this as you. We know you have a connected energy that's probably lacking confidence, but you are in one of your most powerful windows to date. And that little card of temptation, and let's be real, whoever this person is connected to you, anybody around you right now, you are going through such a powerful transition. So you would have some people that it could be making them question their confidence. And what were we talking about? Distorted masculine, distorted feminine. If you have someone questioning their confidence, comparing to you, right? Competition energy, because that's what it is. Distorted masculine. You are in divine flow, right? So anything that's coming over you where you're questioning your confidence, or you are starting to compare, remove it. That is not your energy. There's someone in your tent, right? Confidence, authenticity. Your sovereignty. Stop it. Just got goosebumps. Please watch from the beginning. This is what you're learning. This was my biggest message of yesterday, and 58 again. You'd be seeing 58 everywhere, this collective, because they're telling you to trust in that high priestess activation they're giving to you. If you're seeing 58 everywhere, there's this man on YouTube. Type in the angel number meaning of 58. His videos are about 10 minutes long. He sounds like a mystical robot, but he breaks it down And there is something with the Hertz that plays. It's like it imprints, right? He's so, so good. Don't watch these short things or go on to Google. Although I do say all signs and synchronicities, you get that crow's intuition straight away when you see it. You should be allocating your own signs. But I do recommend, I think he was called the numerology meanings. It's something like that. Just look for the videos that are over 10 minutes and it'll have like colored numbers. Like sometimes they're green and purple, or they look very, there's a reason I said green and purple, and there's a reason I went to write 57 just then, 5th of the 7th, 7th of the 5th. But this collective, you're coming into your sovereignty. So anything that is this, remember we are one. Sovereignty one, collective consciousness. Anything you are saying or blaming of others, you're doing to yourself. If you think there's people around you that don't have confidence, if this collective, you'll know what I'm saying. Remove that thought pattern. True sovereignty is taking place in your soul. But again, fighting the shadow, right? It's not just going to solidify. Don't mistake this false confidence for your own energy right now. 58, you're claiming your power. You're ruling your domain. You are the ruler of your own life. You create your life. 58, 48. Two days, because this is a movement reading. But for self, watch from the beginning. Oh, you've got it. The true sacred fire of acceleration within. I don't even want to say your heart space. Remember the online, all of your energy points, they're engulfed right now in true flame for self. You're igniting the true flame of transformation. You're purifying and renewing yourself through the right passions. Let your passions burn brightly. Your true self burn brightly. Your confident self burn brightly. This is fueling your path forward. This sacred fire is guiding you through times of uncertainty, but the uncertainty isn't your own. You're learning this collective, true surrender and patience. Whenever this uncertainty is coming over you, affirm, this is not my uncertainty. I don't care, right? This is leading you to your true fulfillment. Divine protection, forever and always, because you yourself, divine protector. Oh, I knew it. I don't want to say it for this collective because you don't need to hear it. This sacred union is my divine union, but you're coming into divine union yourself. Do not focus on anything distorted, unhealed. Keep centering. Keep centering. '84, 48, 84, 4884, angel number, mirrored, not synchronized, mirrored energy. Remember that part. What you're reflecting will be reflected back to you, vice versa. Clear out any forms of doubt, any forms of lack of confidence. Lion strength, right? Courage, remember your ethereal insights. Whatever relationship is coming, it is part of your success. But this collective, you've released the importance of it, right? It's part of your path, but who cares when it aligns? Look at the double heart here. You're building partnerships that will and are supporting your growth. Surround yourself with individuals that empower you and lift you towards your true goals. Oh my God, my favorite card. Sorry, this is my favorite. Your empowerment spiral. You're activating your empowerment. your vulture. Yesterday's reading. You're amplifying your inner strength, number 23. The end of Mercury retrograde. Take one action towards your goal every day. Small victories are building upon your unstoppable power. Every step forward is building unstoppable momentum. Each day, am I taking a step forward, or am I just in my same self for this collective, right? Focus day by day. What have you moved forward in that day? Oh my God, out of all of the cards, the only thing that's affecting you, the temptation, the lack of confidence that you're coming in and out of, you just got 3 hearts in a row. The heart's compass, your sovereignty, you're centered. Follow your true inner guidance, not the external shit around you. What your high priestess is telling you. You know all of the answers. Remember, distorted feminine thinks her overthinking is her intuition. Wrong. This collective, you know the difference. Advice. Anything outside of yourself, stop. Stop. You don't need to go outside of yourself anymore. Your heart is leading the way. You've learnt the difference between heart and mind, which is very hard for people to do in this human vessel. 57. 57's important because I wrote that before. So even when this comes over you, when this, questioning, doubt, courage, right? That is not my energy. That temptation, that little bit of shadow, it ain't stopping me from what's coming next. I am one with my shadow. I embrace it. I welcome it. But I ain't gonna fall for it, right? Oh, stop. And what did we say before? It's like life is just, did you see that? This sovereignty. Remember before I said it's not like anything major is happening, not like life's just life for you, but you can feel the internal ignition, right? This fortune weaver, small steps, big accomplishments, this whole journey was to finally get you to this point of truly understanding this, right? But the whole time you've been weaving a tapestry of magic. You'll be finding spiders, spider webs everywhere right now, showing you. You've always been weaving. I'm seeing that, I've got the book series, but Discovery of Witches, you know, in season 3, how she's gone back in time and she's learning how to weave her webs, and they're teaching her to reclaim like all of the elements and stuff, right? That's what I'm seeing. You've always been weaving and picking these invisible webs. Anyone that hasn't watched that, magic. You're spinning your web of prosperity through your sovereignty. Small actions are leading you to big rewards. Focus on consistency and patience. Another big message. Small steps in your... So whatever's coming this week is to align you to the end of the year. You don't need to rush anything. Focus on consistency, patience. Prosperity is a result of your ongoing efforts, not immediate results. And that's what you're learning, right? Divine timing, cosmic window. Your divine timing cards, it's perfectly scheduled for this point because you're ready for the toppings this time, right? I just want one for this because I think I feel there's a red, but we'll see. So this is for this sacred union. Oh no, this is good. But prosperity internal. You've got good luck here. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. It's good luck, but it's still, there's fear here, right? Because of the confidence. Right now, it's whatever's coming, it's not time. Iron Gate. Now till the end of the year. Focus on ongoing effort. right? Just because it's coming, it doesn't mean everything you've been working towards goes out the window, right? Luck is on your side, but you need to trust. So they're going to give you energy that you need to surrender to and trust. They're not going to make it perfect. Not for this collective. This is too important for you and your soul's path, right? They're going to make sure. They're going to make sure you're understanding your body. Luck is here, but you just need to believe it. You need to believe it. Doesn't mean it's time just yet. We've still got a bit of distorted masculine. That's not in alignment with you. Remember that. I'm going to be honest, and I don't want to bring connected energy up. Whatever is coming, who you are becoming is definitely evolving, but I don't believe it's where it needs to be. This is a very big block, which anybody that has this energy leads with insecurities and self-doubt. Who you are born to be, whoever is by your side cannot have this quality. They will clip your wings. They will distract you. You need someone extremely confident. And this is what's impacted. Like, this is, your higher self is saying trust. Remember the bullseye message yesterday, right? You think you've been missing your target. Nuh-uh-uh. Zoom back. There's hundreds of dartboards and every single one is a bullseye. This situation is another one. It's going to feel like a miss, but it's not. It's not. You're on target, right? Don't distort your own vision because of distorted vision that is still connected to you. Just how it's taken you a very long time to finally activate that true high priestess for the right collective. Watch from the beginning. They don't activate their true masculine, and we want balanced energy, true yin and yang energy. It takes time. Choose yourself. This is the only card, and this a little bit, where I've gone outside of the collective, right? Sign in itself. As soon as we feel external energy, what happens for collective? You start going outside of yourself. You are now in a chapter of your journey, and I can't stress this enough. Anything outside of you, stay away from. Anything. Tarot, like anything that takes you out of this and out of the belief that all of the answers you have reside within. This is an important phase. Pass this rest period. Don't prolong another cycle. This is very powerful. Okay, I'm going to get you celestial alignment. I'm just going to get you an animal card quickly. Do I get you guys an archetype today? Oh my god, no way! 3 cards I've allocated in this. The moth, even though the moth's deceived a bit, like grass is greener, but the moth, the swans, and the cosmic egg, true divine collectives. You're at the final step. This is the final card. You haven't just activated your serpents. You're activating your dragons. Your dragon blood. Your true ancient soul. Your ancient lineage. Butterfly. You are. Biggest transformation to date. The goo. It's too powerful. Too powerful to jeopardize. Oh, what was that? A little bit of sage. Maybe you just did a cleanse. Maybe you need to. Like a moth to a flame. You're undergoing great change and transformation currently. The energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition. Since air is the element of the heart, this change usually involves relationships, jobs, voice, upgrade of the mind, career. Since transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort, head and heart, be extra patient and kind during this time, especially company you're keeping, especially if the butterfly is you. Let solid friends and activities support you like a cocoon, committing to one daily routine, step at a time. Are we moving forward each day? A meal, a practice, a prayer for self, done at the same place and time will do wonders for lifting the butterfly spirit. When in balance, graceful and cheerful. When out of balance, fragile, sensitive, frustrated. You're cocooning. You're at the final stage. Remember we said 7 ascensions crown. Your 7th chakra, your crown chakra. As we said, 7 ascensions crowning period. Completion, harmony, the infinite within the finite. Or finite. The never-ending energy. The cosmic, I really should know these words. The cosmic egg is the final card in the journey of the animal spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of true cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread this path for years. We said it at the start, quite some time. And through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization, a sense of contentment and oneness. Sovereignty spontaneously arises within us, and then the veils of our self-limiting beliefs, lack of confidence, are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we feel as if we'll never get there, but you've released that. You're starting to understand all the bullseyes that were always falling into place. Well, that we have to where are we? Disconnected from others, even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer of faith and interconnectedness. Its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of the modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract that was written before our first breath, that you agreed to. Trust in your transformation. Trust in your cosmic energy. And like we said at the start, from now till the end of the year, cocoon with the right people. Stay in the right energy. Focus on small steps. Don't try and rush anything. True alignment. Oh my God, Master. Striking message for the world. Don't dim your light. You have a voice and knowledge that will stop people in their tracks. People find you for your teachings. What were we talking about? The evolution from empath to true healer. Your voice is a gift. And anyone that is ready, remember the lighthouse. The lighthouse doesn't seek people to fix. People find the lighthouse when the student is ready. The teacher appears to guide them out of their storm. You're learning how valuable your energy is, how valuable your teachings are. You're letting people come to you, not the other way around. You're transforming expression of speech in a powerful way. You are transforming your true center. Hypnotic. You know what I'm saying? You know how they they play their little flute and they can hypnotize these I'm seeing you as playing the flute for others, right? Snakes could actually be shedding. Snakes could be an important sign for you. Believe your voice is too valuable to not be heard properly. They've closed that. Okay, I'm getting these, and then we're going to get you some tarot. I'm on the fence if I do what's coming next for you, because, oh my God, unknown gift, unlocking, truly. Big message is just to believe in self and align and surrender. Oh, the crowning, the victory, 7 Ascensions crown. You are literally coming into a crowning period. You're coming into victory. This collective, you would know it. Oh, another timeline. This says quantum jump. It's not even another I think you're finally going into acceleration. I think you're on the right timeline. But I will say this, quantum jump, it entails, and anyone that's gone through a great awakening, it rips everything that was old away. I'm not seeing it as physical home, but it's internal. You're ripping away, you're shedding a layer of true internal activation of High Priestess. There's things that you've got to stop fighting your mind and heart. There's things that the universe is saying, don't take your gifts for granted. You are here for so much more. What you're ripping away, it's this layer that kept your High Priestess a little bit bound, right? Your knowledge, your Cobra's teachings are so valuable and they need to be heard. So your mind is shifting. But again, it's the fear-based thinking of the comfortable and the lack of confidence. Just keep going. It's creating a new habit, right? Don't let fear overtake you. They're trying to evolve your mind, body, and soul. They're telling you trust in that. Isis runs through your veins, your lineage. Your bloodline is so powerful. Multiverse, it's still living and breathing out there, right? Just on another timeline that you are truly connecting to. That timeline is within you. It's within your stardust. I always say this. If we aren't changing through life, we're not doing life properly. And you are clearly so powerful. They wouldn't be opening this gateway of knowledge and divine connection. Isis's chamber, High Priestess energy. Watch your whole. They wouldn't be opening this in you. You're a sacred key for this world. You're a sacred key for divine flow for a reason. Let the layer be ripped away is what I'm hearing. And don't have fear. Have confidence. You will find, not that anything should be comfortable, but you will find comfort in this new version of you. And again, more ascensions, and then the next crowning period, another version will be evolved in you. This journey entails forever change. And if you're already activating this energy, High Priestess Cobra energy, imagine your next crowning period. Imagine that. Start receiving the knowledge of the new stuff. Because new version, true High Priestess version, imagine the channel you're going to receive to prepare you for your next version. Remember, true divines, you're here to change the world. One beautiful soul at a time. Remember that fame card. Not that you, but center stage, right? Embrace it. Oh, for your service to the world, not your comfort. Not about, especially I find a lot of you online, it's not about likes, it's not about, it's impacting the right knowledge, right? Remember we said before, they've given you the inspired action. They've opened it. But you either keep walking through it and have confidence and don't fall back into your comfort zone, or that door will close and you'll have to wait for your next cycle to come around, right? Don't do it. What comes next, that is when I think your true unknown gift truly develops. You're a supernatural being. Surrender, believe, don't have fear. Oh, the true breakthrough of the I started this reading. Master manifested true sacred protector. True divine feminine tiger energy. True proper high priestess divine feminine. Not distorted no more. Beautiful. And watch, especially community. Your community will start evolving. Everything will start evolving. Frequency, what aligns, recycles, right? You're going to start reaching a wider, different community. Have faith in yourself. Okay. What I'm going to do, I am going to get tarot, but if the High Priestess comes out, the universe doesn't want me to. It's just to let it unfold, right? Or your higher self is like, nope, let them just receive. I just want to see, not when, but what this next chapter is bringing in for you. Okay. Next chapter. Let's get these two first. Tell me you saw that. 10 of Pentacles. That's not just complete emotional fulfillment. This is true stability. It's true permanence. It's all of it. Financial, emotional. Happy ever after on acceleration. Who cares when it comes? Just know it's aligned to you. Marriage, financial stability, family, wealth, legacy. Legacy. Community, expansion of community. Extremely established. Judgment. Another powerful awakening. Your true birthright mission, but what's this? True reconciliation, internal sovereignty, past, present, future version. You're getting the power of it. You're reconciling with true version of self. Amazing self. This is what's creating this powerful rebirth, and you've got another one on the way. Just remember, you're the voice of the divine. Speaking Tower. I always say this journey isn't just to clear off karmic debris, purple curtain, justice curtain, of bad karma. It's to welcome the good. You've done a lot of karmic clearing, clearly, through all the ascension periods, everything you've been through. Whenever I see this, I really do see a new spiritual story, and I keep going back to 7 ascensions, crown. It's, you don't stay on a stepping stone for too long, this collective, let's put it that way. And your next chapter, which starts from this week till the end of the year, I don't want to talk about timing, but look what your next chapter is bringing in if done right. The only thing that's blocking you is your lack of confidence. Remove it. That is magic. It's part of your abundant timeline. But who cares when it comes? Just believe. You're breaking cycles, curses, bound to your lineage from what? 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 2, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. You're clearing a lot of burdens from your bloodline. And I'm seeing that lightning bolt. Shock. Star, miracle, cosmic child. True hope, renewal, restoring, cosmic alignment. Oh, I don't even want to... We know what that is. One more for that. I don't want to say this is your blind spot, but through this reading, that is the only thing that can take you into the version that comes out of yourself. You're working so well with it though, but there is still a little bit of clouded judgment, a little bit of naivety when it comes to this heartbreak you've experienced. Remember now to is slow. No 10 of Swords to 10 of Cups, and I feel this collective, you think you're in full strength, but I promise this collective, especially because it's here, there is still a part of your inner soul. This is because this is your going to be your middle row. That's your blind spot. Anything to do with matters of the heart, especially matters of the heart, of heartbreak. Remember what we said, to build this with anybody you need trust. If you have someone with broken trust, deceit, remember the deep combo. That cannot be fixed in a few conversations. That cannot be created in a week or a month. That takes time. Iron Gate, sacred person or not, it's going to take work, but they are literally saying, and how this enters, I want to say this as well, naive, childish. This isn't an approach of an emperor. There is a reason we say everything, and I said you need to reflect on what a deep combo really is to you. Deep combo, authenticity with having strength and courage for self. You need to reflect on what that means to you. This may be coming in a little bit, what did I say? I'm sorry, I love you, but it's rubbish. It's naive through what's happened, but you need to have the power to see that. I don't even feel like I need to explain this, but it's coming up in your spread for a reason. And if you've watched from the beginning, this row will make sense. Oh, there it is. Isn't it funny, as soon as this, be careful, impulsive, foolish with decisions. I want one more for that. Reckless, not thinking, and that was a big part, trusting your body's emotion before anything, right? Oh, Ace of Swords in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse. That's good. Maybe this is what you see. It was reckless, foolish, impulsive, because you've got 8 of Wands in reverse. You're going to see it's not in alignment. If this was upright, I would have bloody had a heart attack, because again, you're trying to rush something. To have it in reverse, I more feel you see this is blocked. It needs to be delayed. I actually am more seeing this as a lesson. You realize this is not in alignment. This does not feel good. This behavior needs to be reflected on the right way, and it needs to be halted. No impulse, moving fast, recklessness, foolish in love. I actually feel maybe you finally learn the lesson and you're not trying to go from a 10 of Swords to a 10 of Cups. But I'll tell you this right now. This is still, just because it's coming in, it's still bound to a lesson. So if you do try and rush it, if you do try the divine, you've got too much to achieve, they'll block it. They'll take it out of alignment. It's like they're sending this forward because they know it's that nothing set in stone, right? Your biggest thing you need to remember, how can you create this with something that's broken? Lack of trust, lack of consistency, lack of I see this as power couple as well. This, be aware of what this really means to you, right? If you do, the universe will block it. So that's either you blocking it or it will get blocked if you try and rush it. This Page of Cups lends over this. For I feel both of you. I'm going to be honest. Just one more. What do I always say? He is my little temper tantrum thrower, doesn't get his way, throws his... Biggest thing I'm feeling, that since we got to this, let's get one more. Good. It will evolve, but you need to redirect it. This is probably the most immature energy. It's so self-unaware. It's very victim mentality. It's very broken, right? You need to trust that it will evolve. Highest form of love, as Kelly would say. But what does he do? He knows how to control. He feels it, but he knows how to control it. He knows how to find the lesson in it. Where this person, you're going to see 2 pages here. Remember I said in that part, Lisa activated into their suit's energy. It's not time, it's still distorted. Why let that throw you off path? If you really believe in surrender and your path, it'll be easy for you to create stillness. Don't move forward with something that's not making you feel, and again, my little woo-woos, all of my cup suits, see the evolution before. Remember, action, not words, right? See not just the emotional intelligence, like you need that in alignment, feeling your spiritual soul clearly. You want to feel the alignment in internal belief as well, right? Authenticity. This is beautiful because you've got the evolution, right? It's not long. Just think about how long you've been on this journey. From this week till we're in July. It's not even 5 months away. Small steps. Look at that. See the consistency. But I will tell you right now, whatever's coming this week, I just feel if this person doesn't get their way, they are going to chuck a tantrum. But that's your answer. If you and they do this, it was never time anyway. But again, remember, there's actually luck on your side, but it's do not enter. So it's not going to feel like luck's on your side. But them chucking their tantrum, what's it going to start doing? Evolving them in their suits. Let the bird go. Don't be reckless, impulsive, and foolish. Without building the foundation through consistency and action, you're not getting nowhere. Okay, this collective, you know it. Don't jeopardize this. Don't. Because that's what you'll achieve by the end of the year. Focus on you and your evolution. It's too important to get distracted. Just think of this journey, how long you were distracted. Just think if you, and everything happens for a reason, the phases. You need the lessons to build the strength, I get it. But for the first few years of your journey, you guys are constantly outside of yourself, just thinking of this person. You lose time. Don't lose any more time for them. Just surrender. That was a really beautiful reading. And one thing I will say, you are a very calm collective. I felt calmness all the way through. Even things that I would normally get passionate about and on acceleration. Calm. You have a very warm soul. Very warm. So I've just been called to say this. That's who you naturally are. You're actually like this. When you're up and down, it's energy in your tent. You'd be a cool cucumber. Not much would get under your skin. It's nice. Oh my God, you got my mystic gem. It broke out of my ring. You are a mystic. You're a true mystic. That very, oh my God, whenever I see strawberries, I see babies. Because of their little seeds. That's their babies. That's their bubblesies. I went through a period I couldn't eat strawberries. It was after, I think, my first 21-day water fast, and my whole mind just changed with everything, like everything with food consumption, filters on taps, bottled, all of it, right? Deodorant, no perfume, like my mind. Anyway, and I found out that strawberries, that's their babies, and I couldn't eat them. I would feel guilty. I eat them now, but I was literally like, I lost my mind. But strawberries, you could be eating strawberries, or maybe you have the same belief that I did. Can't eat them. But little strawberry. They could be assigned strawberries, or maybe you grow strawberries. The mystic. Oh my God, the Eye of Horus, divine. Ancient teachings, not just teachings that have been around for 1200 years, way before. It was always one, way before man started writing. Anyway, sorry. That's why you see so many godly figures in ancient mythology, Egyptian mythology, because this was around far before man got involved. Sorry. That's a trigger point. My calmness went away as soon as I rang the bell. Okay. LN and a love heart. They could be important initials. NL. I. Your eye is transforming. Purple butterfly. And you got the butterfly. Golden wings. You're finding your golden wings. Look at you. You're no longer good. We love it. Spread. Oh my God, you got... Sorry, I just realized. I'm not going to say it, but trust. You have your matching butterfly. You've got your matching one. Just saying, you didn't get the baby butterfly, you got the other one. Just trust in divine timing. And you also got the true divine protection. Believe. Keep releasing. Crescent moon, 2 crescent moon. It's funny, I woke up this one because I wake up very early. My sleep pattern's back to front because I do readings around the world. And the moon was smiling at me. The crescent moon, it wasn't on the side, it's underneath. I was like, good morning. And just felt like a big smile. I'm seeing the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. Pisces, Aquarius energy. But crescent moon could be your birth moon. But the crescent moon phase could be important. Coming up. 8, 17th of May, 20th of May, 2nd of the 5th, 5th of the 2nd, 25. 17th of June, 64, favourite angel number, 6th of the 4th, 4th of the 6th, 19th of the 10th, 19th of this month. All right, my loves, I love you guys. Thank you. Another energy that was a blessing to read. Have a good day.